I'm going to be cooking you Ghana's favorite rice meal. Ghana's favorite rice meal, Omo Nyangwa. So join me. Let's do this cooking right now. So first of all, we need to put oil into the pan. So I'm going to put oil into the pan. So put oil into the pan. It's anointed rice, so we're going to use a substantial amount of oil to make the whole thing rich. Okay, so now we got our oil sorted out, and then now I'm going to slice the onions. So we have to slice the onions so that we put them in the oil. But before then, I have to put on the fire. So I'm going to put on the fire. I use an induction cooker, so that's what it is. So now I put on the fire. Put on the fire now. So now what I need to do next is that I have my green pea here and I have blended green pepper. I want to keep them aside. So this is a blended green pepper, original blended green pepper. I'm going to put it aside. Then I have my eggs. I normally prefer to eat only 2 eggs. I have my eggs here. I'm going to fry the egg in addition to the amoniangwa. And then I have my green pea here too as well. Okay, so now what we're going to do now is that we are going to slice our onion. Okay, so let me put the fire on. So I put the fire on, reduce the power level, and then I come down on this as well. Okay, let me bring it to 80 so that the oil does not heat too much. You can see the oil heating so quick. So now we slice our onion into it. Let me shift my camera a bit so you can see exactly I'm doing it. I'm talking about. So we're sliding the onion into it. Sliding the onion. Into the oil so it gets brown. We're going to boil it till it gets. We're going to fry it till it gets brown. So now we have our oil. Let me increase the fire a bit so it can. Let me add a bit of the onion as well. We're going to add the remainder of the onion to the egg when we are doing the egg. So let me slice this one to in addition. This very food basically requires a lot of onion as well. We use a lot of onion. Like I said, we call it the angwamu. It is called angwamu because angwa in the one of the local languages in Ghana is oil, right? So angwamu, so rice in oil. Because it is cooked with oil, we have actually likened it to being anointed. So we call it the anointed rice. So now we have our onion boiling. So our onion is boiling now. Let's keep our onion boiling. So you see we have our rice here. We're going to add the rice to the oil when the onion browns. So when the onion gets brown, we're going to add we're going to add the rice to it when it gets brown. Let me adjust my camera a bit. I hope it's good. Okay, I think now you can see. So you can see gradually the onion is browning. The onion keeps browning, so we stir it for it to get it brown. Out. So the onion is browning gradually. The onion is browning. This food hitherto wasn't served in restaurants, but these days if you go to some restaurants you can get and one more to buy in some of our local restaurants. So you see the onion keeps boiling. When the onion gets brown, we're going to add our rice to it. So we're going to make sure to add our rice to the onion. Right, so now you realize that the onion is beginning to brown, so I have to reduce the power a bit, or the fire a bit, to come down to a minimal heat. So I'm going to come down the heat. Now this is our rice. We're going to add our rice. I think if the rice is not more, we're going to add extra to it. So now you can see the onion. While the onion burns, I also need to chop the green pea. So I'm going to make the green pea smaller. I'm going to sort of like crush it to become smaller. So I crush it. So you see how I'm crushing it here. I'm going to add it to the rice. When I put the rice in, I'm going to add it to it. Normally people don't cook that one this way, but I sometimes cook, but I want some green to come into my food. So we're going to add the rice. So we add the rice. Now it's time to stir the rice. Probably in the onion. Okay, I think let me add a bit of the rice to it. The rice is too. Let me gear this up a bit. So let me add a bit of the rice to it. I'm going to add a bit of the rice to it. You always have to make sure you stir to get the rice and the oil in the right proportion. I added some of the rice, maybe after eating. I have stew there. My friend, he loves omone and baba. He eats with stew, but I'm going to eat it with green blended pepper. That's what I'm going to eat with. Right, so I'm going to eat with green blended pepper. So now we stir the rice. To give it a bit of a flavor, I'm going to add a bit of curry powder. So there's my curry powder. I'm going to add a bit of curry powder. Just slight one, otherwise it will make it yellow. And that normally doesn't have to be yellow. So slight one, just to give it some aroma. Oh, it doesn't even make it yellow. Woo. Oh, unfortunately it made it yellow, but still the same ammonia number. Okay, so the same ammonia number. So here we are stirring. Then now I'm going to add a bit of salt. So add a bit of salt. I know the quantity that will actually be okay for the rice. So I add a bit of salt, and then I stir. So you can see the rice is being anointed. That is why we call it anointed rice. So we're going to stir fry it for a while for the oil to really anoint the rice. So we're going to stir fry it for a while. When we add the water, the oil will rise to the top. So now it's time for me to add my green pea. So I add my green pea to it. Add my green pea to it. So I'm going to add my green pea. So the green pea added. Add my green pea to it. It's a local food, but I'll try to give it a bit of an international touch. You see how it keeps. So stir. Some people do add sausage, but I'm only going to add egg. I'm going to fry egg and add it to it. fried egg and add it to it. And just put here smooth so you can have a view of this. Stir, 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 stir. So now it's time to add the water. Time to add water to the rice. So I'll transfer this one here, but I'm going to fry egg on this one. Transferring this one here. And then, okay, let me put the fire off first. I can transfer this one here. Let me put on the power back. I put on the power back. Let me put on the power for this one rather. So I put on the power for this one. Then I come here, reduce the power down to 80. Now it's time to add my water. So I add my water to the rice. So now we have our anointed rice. You will see, because I added a bit of, my curry powder is a yellow type. So there has been a bit of, the color has changed a bit. But all the same, it's still the same angwamo. Some people even add beef, salted beef. Some people add salted beef to it. So now you can see our angwamo is right on fire now. I'll allow it to boil. So let me increase the fire a bit. So now we are done with this. Now the next thing to do is to fry our egg. Let this thing boil for a while before we fry our egg. So you see the anointed rice. But originally in Ghana it's called angwamo. So if you're in the diaspora and you come to Ghana and you want to try it, if you go to the restaurant, just ask of angwamo. Ask of angwamo, and then you're going to get this very delicious meal. So I'm coming, guys. Let me check. So we have our eggs here. I'm going to crack the eggs and then beat it, and then after beating we will we'll fry it here. I'll show you how I'm going to fry my egg as well. So now we are going to cover our rice. So cover the rice. And then now we're going to work on our egg. Right, so first of all, I will need to beat the eggs. I've already washed them, so don't mind. Already washed the eggs. So now I'm going to, I prefer to fry 2 eggs at a time. And it's a meal for one. The remaining ones, when my friends come, probably they prefer stew or something to use. I'm going to use fried egg to do it. Let me take this thing off. Take this thing off. Let me beat the egg a bit. So we beat the egg for a while. I'm not too good when it comes to frying eggs, but I think I can do better than some people. So now we're going to crush our onion into. So we crush our onion, or slice our onion. Should I use the word slice? We slice our onion into the egg, just like anybody fry egg. I prefer my egg to have a lot of onions. So I'm going going to get more onions into it. More onions in there. Stir. Okay, I'm going to add a bit of salt. I have to use table salt, not the. Add some salt to it. I'll add pepper as well. Powdered pepper. So powdered pepper. Ghana has gone international now. That's how pepper is packed in Ghana. So I'm going to add some of the pepper to the egg. Taste. And then there's one thing I'm also going to add. Now in Ghana too, we have what we call, it's another one called Igbo onion mix. So this one is a mixture of onion and ginger. So I'm going to add this one also to it, to the egg, to give it a flavor. Over this let me get something to clean this thing into it. So I'm going to clean this into this. Okay, fantabulous. And this one here. I always make sure when I'm cooking my table is neat. I always make sure I keep my table free from debris and all that. So I'm going to stir now. It's time to pour the oil. So reduce the fire down. Oh, what? That's gone off again. So I'll come here again. Reduce fire. 80. So I'm going to put same oil. Put oil into the frying pan. I'm using olive oil, so I've always cooking with olive oil. As a matter of fact, put this thing forward a bit. I'm always cooking with olive oil, so I don't really care much about cholesterol and all that, but I am told that it's actually healthier than the other oils. But I do exercise a lot too. Okay, now I have to put my egg in. So egg goes into fire. I have my egg on now. Use a bit of water to rinse it. Oh, the water is too much. I prefer to add a bit of water to my egg. I'm gonna add a bit of water. The water is the impurities that were left. So now our egg is frying now. You can use 4 eggs, 5 eggs, 3 eggs. It depends on your preference and the number of people that are taking the food. This one I'm taking it alone, so try to use 2. Now let me come back and then stir my rice so that the green pea settles in properly. So stirring it gradually so the green pea settles throughout the entire rice. So it keeps boiling. Now I think I need to bring the fire down a bit so that the under doesn't burn. Now I have to also increase the fire for this one as well. So now as you see, we are getting ready to serve our omonangwa. That is the anointed rice. So we have our egg getting fried egg, and then you have our omonangwa also getting ready here. It's going to taste good. And already we have our green pepper here, blended green pepper, natural pepper, organic pepper. So I'm going to add a bit of salt to the pepper. I think the salt in the pepper wasn't that much. Add a bit of pepper to it. Wow. So our food is almost about to get ready. See how the rice is looking. Let me use the knife to get the water to the other side. And that is not brown yet. I need to make sure it's brown. Prepare my egg to be brown, so I have to make sure my egg is brown enough. If you're in the diaspora and you want to come and taste this food, if you come to Ghana, restaurants do it. Formerly, initially, people were not doing it in restaurants, but now it's being done in restaurants in different, form and shape. So I think I need to bring the fire down for the rice. Let me check my egg. I need to turn it. Turning the egg is my problem. That is where I normally suffer when I'm cooking eggs. It's not easy for me at all. But I have to turn the egg. I've managed to turn the egg. This is not a professional cooking show, a professional cooking video. It is my own way of cooking that I'm sharing with you, my cherished viewers. So, there's nothing professionalism here. But viewers, I've realized one thing. I think usually when you are cooking and you touch pepper, onion, and all, it's very good advice to wash. And I nearly put the pepper on my eyes. So I'm going to taste. Let me try to get the egg. See how my egg is brown now. Let's take a bit of the rice to see how soft it's becoming. I think the rice needs to stay on for a while to get softer, right? So we'll keep the rice on for a while. Maybe let me just give it a bit of fire to see, because it's still hot. It's still hard. Still hard. Too hard. I'm gonna put the one that I fetched here. Just let me check whether the underneath. Okay, it's still not brown yet. The other side is still not brown, so I have to keep it on fire to get brown. I don't know whether I should add extra water to the rice because it is not getting softer any soup. So we stir the rice to make it mix very well. I think I need to reduce the fire. The under is beginning to get burnt. I'll do it that way. Then maybe I'll add a bit of water to it because it is still, I'm told it's a steam. Tell me, leave a comment in the comment section or in the chat section if you know about this. I'm told that it is not the water, plenty of the water that cooks it, it's the steam, but I don't know much. I'm not a technical person, so I'm asking if you're a technical person, kindly put, your comments on the comment section or in the live chat. So I'm going to add a bit of water just to soften the rice. So now I'm going to cover it. Maybe up the fire a bit. Let me check. Still not fully brown. Not fully brown. Okay, usually I do divide my egg. When I divide it on fire, it makes it easy for me to handle it. So I'm going to cut the lines with it. so that it can be easy for me to turn it. The turning is my problem. So I'm going to turn the rice up. The egg, let me see. Okay, it's not fully brown. I want it brown. Oh, it's tearing into pieces. Oh. I managed. Okay. Okay. So I've managed to check. Let me check this one too. Let's see. Okay, it's not fully brown. I want it much browner than this. But let me just fetch some and taste how it will be. So I'm going to taste a bit of it to see how it is tasting. So I got a bit of a spoon here to try it. It's yummy, but the rice is still hard. The rice is still hard. The rice is still hard. But the egg is okay. The egg is tasting very good. But the rice is still hard. So let me go over the ingredients for anointed rice or moniangwa. You need rice, onion, right? And then you need eggs. You serve the number of eggs is up to you. I normally use 2 eggs. Then you need green, fresh, natural pepper. That is what I've blended to look like this. Green, fresh, natural pepper. Some people do add sausage, some add sardine, etc. But I prefer egg with my moniangwa. I think my egg, I need to bring the fire down so that the egg doesn't burn. Okay, now I think I've gotten, so I need to blow off the power for this one. So now the egg is ready. It's brown fried, golden brown fried. Let me taste it again. It's golden brown fried. Let me give it a bit to get a bit cold. It's too hot. Now we still need to check on our rice to see. What I don't like is hard rice. I don't like hard rice. So I'm always circumspect and on point when it comes to my rice getting soft. So I'm gonna leave it for a while to cool down, and then we'll see what we can do. So to all my people in the diaspora who wants to try this food, you are welcome to Ghana, and you are welcome to trying Angwamo anointed rice. Okay, I think it's beginning to soften. I know the word anointed rice was given to this food because they use oil in anointing people, and this is rice that goes with that is fried in oil. This is not fried rice. This is ambamo. This one you put the raw rice into the oil. So first of all, what you need to do is to heat the oil, and then you, as a matter of fact, slice the onion into the oil. Let the onion fry till brown. And then you add your raw rice, not cooked rice. So don't use cooked rice, use a raw rice. Use a raw rice to put the raw rice into. That's how I do mine. This is not a professional cooking class anyway. It's my own way of cooking that I'm sharing on my blog. So food will be getting ready very soon. I think salt. I don't have a lot of salt. The salt content is very low. Let me check the salt content of the egg as well. So let me check the salt content of the egg. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. I like a bit of salt in my egg. And the rice doesn't have enough of salt. But this is how I fried my egg. I added onion. I cracked the egg. Added onion. Added a bit of curry powder. Added ginger and garlic powder to it. Right. So now we are almost set to be serving the food. Okay. So let me fetch a bit and taste. Fetch a bit and taste again. Oh, by the time the food gets ready, I'll be already satisfied. I keep testing and testing and testing. Keep testing and testing and testing. So I'm going to add salt. A bit of salt. Because there's no salt in the rice. I want to see how it is before I go in for the gravy. So once I added a bit of salt, it's tasting good now. So I think the rice is fully boiled. The softness is beginning to come. So don't forget to also buy one of my merch. I have shirts. As you watch the video, you find shop view products. I have my shirts over there. I think I need to add omoniangwa to it. The anointed rice in the local parlance is called omoniangwa. Right, maybe I think I have to add that one also to it. So buy one of the shirts. I have different popular Ghanaian foods branded in those shirts. So go get some of my merchandise and then show enough love to your brother. Now I'm going to put up the fire. So I put up the fire and then I'll serve a piece of the rice for you to see how it's served. So I'm going to serve. I can do about 5 ladders of that. It's really tasty. So maybe I can do about 5 ladders of it. It's hot. Let me use this tissue to hold it. So it's serving time. So this could be for 2. If I cook it for myself, maybe the remaining one when my friends come, maybe they would prefer to eat it with stew. So now I have my rice served. Right now I need to put the egg on. So I'll carry the egg and then I'll land the egg on it. I'll take the other half whilst I'm eating. I'll take the other one whilst the food volume goes down. Then pepper here. So this is the green pepper. Green blended African pepper. So you fetch the pepper and then you put the pepper on it. There are other combinations that other people do. Some other people will add sausage, sardine, and all that. Don't forget to buy one of my merchandise, one of my shirts on my channel. Thank you very much for watching. See you in my next video.